Hello everyone, welcome to Nigra Techies. In this video, we are going to talk about authentication in Angular application. First, this Angular card. For implementing the authentication, we are going to use this Angular card. Next, this HTTP interceptor. Basically, we will consume the external services. That time we supposed to pass the authorization header. For that, we are using this HTTP interceptor. Here I am explained what are the topics we are going to cover. So first we are going to implement the login concept. For that, I already created the application. Let me open my Visual Studio Code. So this is the output. First one is our home page. Next one is customer page. So we have the logout option. When I clicking the logout, the login page is coming. But here the login functionality not yet implemented. We are going to implement. So now I am in the login page. Actually, I'm not logged in yet, but I can able to move the home and the customer pages. So let me implement the login functionality first. This is my login component. So as I mentioned, here I am used the reactive form only. So here I am declared the things. So first one is the username and the password. There is two inputs. So this is the function proceed login. So here I am going to implement the logic. First I need to check the form contains the values are valid or not. So this dot login. This is our form name. So valid. Okay, fine. If it is valid only, we are going to process. At the same time, we have to create one service. For implementing the login functionality, we have the service user/authenticate. Here we are passing the username and the password. So we are getting the output as JWT token and also the refresh token. First, I'm going to create one service. So this is our CLI command. My service name is authentication, so I provided auth. I mentioned the folder name also. It will generate inside the service folder. So the service is generated. So the spec file is not required, so we can delete it. So, and this is our auth service. So in the service, I am going to inject the HTTP client. And also I am going to create one function, proceed login. So it has the input user cred. So data type is any. So let me call the service this dot HTTP and our login method is post method. So here we need to pass the URL. So I am going to take the API URL and I have to paste here, and I'm changing into user authenticate. That's fine. So let me pass this URL here. Now I need to pass the input value. So user card. Now we have completed our logics in the service side. Let me go to the components. So in the component, we have the constructor. Here we need to inject our auth service. So private service. Our service name is auth service. When I add him here, it will automatically imported in the top also. Here this dot service. Our method is proceed login. So I am going to pass this form value, this dot login. Login is our form name. So I am going to pass the value only. After that, I need to subscribe. Here I need to write the lambda expression. Whatever the output was there, it will come in the result. So first I need to check whether it's null or not. If it's not equal to null, we can proceed further. So I already declared the response data in the outside. So I'm going to assign this value here, value to response data. If this login is successful, I need to add this value into local storage. For that, I am using the key value is token, and our input is this dot response data JWT token. And also one more thing, after getting the success of login, we need to redirect the home page. So I am going to inject the router here. So now I have the router. So this dot route dot navigate. Here I need to pass the route value. So I need to pass the home page. So I am giving the empty value. So let me try. So our input is admin user and the password is admin. So okay, it's moved to the our home page, and also I'm going to check the local storage value. So inside the application we can see the token. So the key is token, the value is the generated JWT token. So now we have implemented the login concept, but still if I'm clicking the customer and home, it's fine. Again I am log out, but I'm trying to come the home page once again. It's working fine. For that we have to implement the Angular card authorization concept. So first I'm going to create one Angular card. So we have the CLI commands. So I'm creating one folder shared. So my card name is Auth. It's taking some time to generate the files. So when I creating the card, it will ask the options like, so can activate child, can deactivate, and can load option was there. So I'm going to select the can active only. Okay, fine, it's created. So here also the spec file was there, it's not required. So let me delete it first. Okay, this is our card page. So if you see here, so many things was there, but all the things are actually it's not required. So let me remove all the things. Okay, great. First we need to identify whether we logged in or not. For that I'm going to create one method here. It's logged in. So once we logged in, we are setting values in the local storage. If we don't have an value means it's not logged in. So I'm going to return local storage dot get item of token not equal to null. If there is no data, it will return false, otherwise it will return true. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to the card. Here I'm going to create one constructor. Now I am injecting the add service here. So the service was injected. Now I'm going to implement the logic. This dot service dot is logged in. If it's logged in, it's a positive scenario, it's a true. Else return false. Also, we need to redirect the login page. So we need to inject the router also. This dot route dot navigate. The same thing we already did. Login. Now our auth card is ready. I am going to add in the routing model. So in the route, you can see the home page and the login and the customer. First, I am going to add for the customer. So the path and the component was there. Now I am going to include this can activate also. Can activate. So it's array format. Here I need to mention the auth card. Okay, fine. It's added. The same thing I'm going to do for the home page also. So after the component, I am going to add this one. Okay, both the things was fine. So now I am in the login page. I am trying to log in. Admin user, admin. Okay, it's now coming to the home page. The customer page is fine. I am trying to log out. Now I am trying to go for the home page once again, but it's logged out. And also customer page. Again, it's redirecting to the login page. That means our authorization concept was implemented. Now I'm going to give the actual input. Admin. See, this is our home page. When I'm moving to the customer page, in the table, it's not displaying any data, but actually we have some data. Let me show in the service. Here I'm going to generate the token once again, and I'm passing here. See, this is our actual service. So it will return three data. But when I come to the Angular application, so for that we have the service called customer services. So in the load customer, this service only, it's populating the data. Here we are passing just an API URL only, but this authorization token we are not passed. So we need to pass the authorization token. For implementing this logic, we have the option Interceptor. So let me create one token interceptor here. Ng generate. So same service only. So the name I'm going to call it is here token interceptor. So okay, the service is created. Let me delete the spec file, it's not required. And this is our interceptor. So the token interceptor service class is generated. I'm going to implement HTTP interceptor here. Okay, now it's showing some error. So I have to implement one method intercept. Okay, it's fine. Here I'm going to declare JWT token. Basically the intercept have two inputs. One is request and another one is the next. So I'm going to use this rec dot clone. Here set headers. Inside that we have to pass authorization. Basically in this place we need to pass our actual token. Let me format it once again. For getting the actual token, I am going to create one more method in the service get token. So this method will return the actual token. In case if it is null, it will return the empty value. Again, I'm back to the interceptor. Here I'm going to access the Auth service. Both are service. Basically, when we are calling any services, we are directly importing and we can use. But here, both are services. It may create some mismatch issue. So I'm going to use the injector. Okay, fine. Let me inject in the constructor private inject. Now let me declare a service again. This dot inject dot get. Here I need to get our auth service. Now I am going to pass the actual token here. So the get token method will return the token. As all we know, when we are passing the token, we are supposed to use the behavior. So behavior, some space. Here I am going to return next dot handle. We need to pass over the JWT token. Now we have completed the token interceptor. Now we need to register in the app model side. So first we need to include the HTTP interceptors. This one is already I'm added in the place of HTTP client model. Now just to come to the provider side, here we need to pass as the object. So first value is provide HTTP interceptor. Next, use class. So our class is token interceptor service. Final multiple. So this interceptor can use the multiple classes. So I'm going to give true for this one also. So now we almost completed all our logics. Let me try in the browser side. Logout. Admin user admin. The home page. Now when I click the customer page, it's loading all the data. Now we have completed the passing authentication header to the any services and also the login concept we have implemented. So implementing the authentication using the Angular card, we have completed the basic authentication. The only thing is bending the role-based authentication. So let me try that also. For implementing this concept, I am going to create one more Angular card. So the name is role. So ng generate card. We already have the folder shared. Let me use the same. For this role-based authentication, so we already have the token. So the token contains the role-related information. So we are going to extract and we get the value. Based on that, we can implement our own custom logics. So here also I'm going to use the can activate only. So look like it's created. Let me delete this part first. So now I have the role card. So here also the same whatever previously we have done. Now I'm going to the service auth service. Here I am going to create one function. So our login token we can get from the local storage. Okay, now I'm having the value. So basically the token contains three sections. The first section is payload, it's not required. The last is our security key. The second part only it's required, that only contains all the model related information. So I'm going to take this one. login token dot split of the dot. So I need the second part. So it's done. Now I need to extract this one. So I'm going to use this atop option. Here I need to pass this string, the extract token. So finally, final data. So equal to JSON dot parse atop data. So we can run the application. We can see actually what value is coming here. Console.log. So the final data. So for executing the method, we supposed to complete some logics here. Here also I'm going to create one constructor first. So I need to inject the service here. Service is same auth service only. And also we need to inject router also. So let me do that. Okay, both are fine. Now I'm going to call the particular method. This dot service dot have access. Now this role card I am going to add for the customer only. So it's having the auth card. So I'm going to change just the role card. So okay, let me run what value actually coming in the token extraction side. So one object is coming. If you see here, the expiry date and the role and the unique name is admin user. So we can use this role. Final data dot role double equal to admin. If the role is admin only, can accessible for the customer model. If any other role, it's not allowed to access. So let me implement this logic here. Return true. And if it's not, I'm going to return false. And also I am going to give one alert message that indicating to the user. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm coming to the role card here. So this method basically will return true or false only. So if it's true, here also true. Else we need to return false, and also we need to redirect the home page. So this dot route navigate, so the empty value. That's fine. Now we can try. I'm going to log out. Admin user admin. So it's logged in. If I go to the customer, I am able to access the both the pages I can able to access. Now I have one more credential, demo user. This role is actually just a user only. It's not an admin. When I'm clicking the customer page, it's showing actually the alert message. It's based on the requirement only. Let me click OK. Now the role-based authentication also working fine. Still, if you have any doubts or clarification, please post in the comment box, and also subscribe my channel. If you like this video, please like and share to your friends. Thank you.